certainly have changed.
Yes, we have.
You're not having those thoughts again, are you?
What do you mean?
You know, the thoughts of what ifs or what could have been.
So surreal, you know?
Yeah. Like we never thought we could be one of the boys when we were little.
And now all the things we wanted are gone.
Come on. Don't do that again.
It can still hurt, though. We were supposed to be the family princess. The diva. We were supposed to grow up and be the pretty actress.
We were kids, so what were we supposed to think?
We also wanted to go to prom. But guess what? I couldn't stand the idea of wearing that dress because of the dysphoria from having your body.
Our body.
No, your body. We used to think of our wedding day. And we would design dresses that we wanted to wear. And think of the setting. And imagine the man that we would marry and what our kids would look like. But
what?
I took that away from you, Danielle.
No, you didn't. Those were just ideas pushed on you by society.
Do you remember the face that Dad made when he found out he wouldn't walk us down the aisle in our wedding? You remember Mom crying when she figured out the pain that we go through just from having fully developed breasts. I still see hope in our parents' and grandparents' faces whenever we do the smallest feminine thing in hopes that we haven't lost ourselves. And maybe we would just push it aside for a year so that we could have a kid.
But you know what else I remember? How it felt when we got our first period. How bad it felt, not because of the cramps, but because how wrong it felt inside of our body. I remember that we were excited to go bra shopping for the first time, but we just felt like we were doing something wrong just because we were going through puberty. I remember how we liked to put on makeup and dress up for fun, but when we had to do it as an everyday girl, it just felt like we were an outcast in our own skin. And I remember when we put on a binder for the first time, and we looked in the mirror and we felt all this joy because we saw a flat chest. And I remember when we got a masculine haircut and how great it felt when we used makeup to make it look like we had facial hair.
It looked terrible.
But it felt so normal.
Yeah, I remember.
We never lost who we were. Sure, our interests have changed since we were kids, but that happens to everyone, whether they're trans or not.
I just can't help feeling guilty.
You have no reason to feel guilty. We still have an amazing partner that loves us so much. We can still have a kid, whether it's through adoption or a surrogate. We can still make art. We can still love the things we've always loved.
You remember the thoughts we used to have in middle school? When we didn't think we would get this old? You didn't.
No, I did. I just transitioned into you, Dan.
Dude, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just having a moment.
All right.